Hey guys, Trudy here from It's a True Story, and today, who knows what the hell day it is, because we've all been on sheltering in place for like weeks and weeks and weeks. Yeah, why? Today, I'm going to introduce one of the people I'm sheltering in place with, and everyone's going to be super jealous because it is the amazing involuntary vegan herself, Gabby.
Hello.
You may remember, Gabby, we did an acai bowl to end all acai bowls a while ago. We'll put a link to that down below, and I'm going to put links to all of Gabby's stuff as well. But for today, if you're like us, if we've been sheltering in place for a while, we're trying really hard not to go to the store very often.
Or eat the same thing every day.
And eat the same thing every day and get so mad at everything that you have, even though we're grateful for everything we have, of course. So today, we have a meal idea that you can improv like 8,000 different ways that Gabby came up with. I'm gonna hand this over to Gabby to tell you about what she found and what we're gonna use for ingredients, and you can improvise. But start here. This is a good idea.
So I feel like everyone has rice and beans in their pantry, inevitably. You know, frozen rice is also great, just like this. Super easy to make, super quick to make, and black beans. So when you're making any sort of Mexican-inspired bowl, you can obviously just put the black beans straight in. If you have more dietary struggles like me, digesting beans can be easier when you soak them in some water first and kind of mash them up a little bit. So we'll see what we decide to do with that. And then Trudy said these have been in the pantry for quite a while.
Yes, it looks so good. Don't you guys have so much of this stuff, like things that look so good in theory, and then in practice you're like, I don't even know when am I going to eat this?
In
corn
quarantine.
and chili, tomato-less. It's tomato-less salsa.
You also could use frozen corn, any sort of frozen vegetable, and that's kind of the point of this, is that, you know, this is real. It might not look the prettiest, but we had this amount of veggies left, and they're going bad.
Yeah, frozen veggies.
And string cheese. We're going to try to make a little bit of cheese sauce with some string cheese.
Okay.
And some scallions.
This is what's left of our scallions.
The main point is that, yes, these are our ingredients that we have, but you guys can seriously use anything in your pantry, anything in your freezer. Literally, a bowl is a bowl because food is in an actual bowl.
So we're going to show you how to put this together. Yeah. Okay, so now, this is the really fun and tricky part. Cooking at home without much of a film setup, but we're improvising that, and we're improvising what we're cooking. So now I'm going to hand it back over to Gabby, who's going to show you how to put together all the ingredients.
Okay, so first, wash your hands. Obviously, quarantine or not, you should be washing your hands. Definitely before you're cooking your food.
Yes, and you should sing a very long punk rock song, not Happy Birthday, to make sure it's long enough.
So basically, I just chopped up the scallions and then the greens just a little bit so that they're, again, easier to digest and a little bit less stringy when they're cooked. So we're just gonna put a little bit of salt and pepper. We're just gonna take a spatula and do this around just a little bit. And then just that frozen kale, we're just gonna put it right on in. So we're just gonna stir this around a little bit until the kale defrosts. A little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of some cumin. Again, totally optional. Whatever you have in your pantry will completely suffice. I've learned, and my mom taught me this, is to put the scallions in first, because if the scallions cook a little bit before you put in the rest, all of that amazing aroma and flavor will absorb into all of the rest of your greens.
It smells so good.
So, key is to always put the scallions in first, coming from my mom.
From Gabby's mom. Thank you, Melissa. While Gabby is finishing the greens, we can talk about what's going on with the rice. Now, I pre-cooked the rice because watching rice cook is not the most exciting thing, but I did. I made a whole pot of rice. Boom.
So the veggies are just about done. They're all warmed up. They're smelling delicious. So in order to not do a lot of dishes, I'm gonna transport all of these veggies into our bowl, and then we're just gonna put the rice directly into this pan so that it can soak up all the flavors of these veggies. And then we're gonna put a little bit of the tomatoes in.
Now we're gonna move on to the rice part.
Yep.
So I'm putting all the rice in here, or most of the rice in here, or much of the rice in here. That's right.
It is gonna be delicious either way, sticky or not. And now we're gonna take a little bit of the tomatoes.
Canned tomatoes, full peeled tomatoes. My hands are clean. I just washed them 50,000 times.
Some juice.
A little juice.
And then save the rest for another meal.
That's right.
Or you can make more rice and meal prep this very easily because it is so great to have as leftovers. And it's super versatile. You can put, you know, tomatoes and rice in really any meal.
And you didn't need any oil or anything like that?
No oil. There should still be a little bit of some oil from our veggies in the pan, maybe a little bit. And all of those seasonings from the veggies that are still in the pan, as well as a little bit of the leftover residue, is all in this yummy mixture, and it smells so good. There we go. Just about done.
That's beautiful.
We're gonna transport this, and then for our last step, we're gonna work on the beans. And I'm gonna make some mashed beans just because I wanna show you guys what I was talking about in terms of how to digest them a little bit easier. Now we're just gonna take those beans and pour them all just right in the pot.
It's in the pot.
And then we're gonna take a little bit of some water. And we're gonna soak them a little bit. And now literally all you do is just go through and mash. And it's gonna take a little bit of time. But I swear, if you have any sort of issue digesting legumes, beans, anything like that, mashing up your beans first will 100% help you digest them better if you have had issues. And also I've been learning about this concept called bioindividuality, which basically means that everyone has unique needs, unique digestive systems, and one person's food is another person's poison. So if beans don't work for you, totally don't use beans and use anything else that works for you, even if this mashing up technique doesn't work for you, that's totally okay.
No, this smells amazing, you guys. And it's easy enough to do, and it's just stuff that's literally been sitting in my pantry forever. Okay. You guys, here's a really fun idea.
We were gonna make a cheese sauce, but...
We were gonna make a cheese sauce, but here's a fun idea. While you're cooking down your beans, string cheese completely works, and we can just take your string cheese. This is a very weird thing that I do, but sometimes when I'm like craving like some sort of like pizza, but I don't have pizza, if I have like tomato soup or minestrone soup, I'll throw in, like when it's really hot, I'll throw in a cheese stick, and it's
sounds so good.
It's so good.
You're gonna make some cheesy beans, you know?
Cheesy beans, you guys!
If you are intolerant to dairy, it's not gonna taste the same, but nutritional yeast will give it more of that cheesy texture and more of that flavor that you're looking for. Yeah. Oh, it's getting so gooey. You guys can't see this, but oh my god!
String cheese!
I think that this is just about done.
Yeah,
if I were making them for me, I might mush them down a little bit more, but I think with this cheese, I think that this is a really good consistency for our bowl.
Yeah, it is. We want a little bananas on the rice. It's a hearty meal.
And all of this stuff is super easy to make in bulk and then meal prep for future days if you don't have the time to cook it. Bring it to work in the event that you're not in a stay-at-home.
Remember that corn and chili tomato-less salsa that I was like, when will I ever use it? The answer is right now.
Let's take some of this.
You guys.
Put a little.
I was thinking you could have like a nice crunchy garnish on top, but I did have these taco shells. So we're just gonna take our taco shells now and, oh yeah. It's just like having corn chips sort of, but not really.
No, it totally is.
So, you guys, it's a quarantine bowl. And so that's it, you guys.
Everything in your pantry and freezer and fridge.
It's a bowl of the stuff that you never thought you were going to eat. But now you are, because you're sheltering in place. And you know what? I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank Gabby from Involuntary Vegan. That you can find her on Instagram. All her information will be down below. If you like what we're doing here, you guys, every couple Thursdays a month, we're going to be really happy to see you here again. We want to thank you guys for being here. And if you like what we're doing, please like and subscribe. And you know what, you guys? What are you doing? Like, go make yourself something to eat. Make yourself a delicious bowl, because you deserve it. You've been working very hard. Ready? Oh my god. That is good. That's all we got for you guys. Bye.